Steve, what was the most pleasing aspect of the win over Fylde for you on Tuesday?
I thought we played well. I think that was a pleasing part of it. I thought the goals were excellent. Most of all, it'll always be the points. You know, I think getting the 3 points is really, really important.
And patience as well, if need be. How important is that when teams will sit back and make you break them down?
They didn't do that the other night, to be fair to them. I thought they played their part in a game, and in a good game. It's one of those. It ended up 3-0. It could have been a 1-0 game. But after a few more chances and a few more goals and a couple of missed chances, it could have been a 5-0 game. So yeah, I didn't think they sat there the other night. I thought they had a good performance as well from their team.
I mean, I was stuck in the studio listening to it, and it seemed to be a lot of chances. It was just a case of when were you going to take one, when were you going to take a second?
Yeah, I think that's the case with us at the moment. What we need to do is when we get a goal, is go and get that second one as quick as we possibly can, and not sit back in the game and think about the game. And I think that'll happen for a little while yet, just because I think they've not been used to winning. And what you've got to bear in mind is there's still 50% of the team here from last year, and a lot of players from the year before. So it's very, very difficult just to change everybody's mentalities, after a few games. So it may take a little while longer, but they're not doing too bad, I don't think.
You've highlighted recently Jamie Robson and Teddy Jenks as players who've, if you like, come on, and you've said actually Jamie was very good for you last season. How much does fitness play a part in having or being able to have the confidence? Are they related for you?
Yeah, probably. I think fitness is very, very important. We had a really, really tough pre-season. I think if you speak to any of the guys, they would have known they had a tough pre-season. In terms of their actual output in their running numbers, I mean. So I think that was really, really important. And you've got to be fit to play this game, because as we see, in the background here, it's a big old pitch. You've got to get around it. And if you don't get around it, and you don't get around it very quick, you're going to struggle.
And I suppose that's being shown by the amount of late goals that you're scoring at the moment.
I think people can put that down to fitness. I don't know whether that's fitness or not. I don't know whether that's more mentality than fitness. But I suppose if you are fit, it does give you the mentality to keep going. I felt as though we've been strong in all of the games towards the end. Whatever the result's been, I think we've been strong towards the end of the game.
What are you expecting against Wealdstone this weekend?
Just another tough game. There's no easy games. We'll go into it, we'll be fully prepared. Lads have been in this morning, done a light session obviously because we've got our third game coming up in a week. And we'll prepare for it as we normally would for any other game.
Back-to-back home games for the first time. How much does that help, not having to do any travelling for a couple of matches?
Well, it does help, but then the fixture list makes up for it next week, doesn't it? So, it's relentless really, that travelling bit. And as I said before, many a times that it'll be that 9 out of 14 games that we've got that'll be really demanding.
You said you'd take a day or two to check out Teddy's situation after going off on Tuesday. How is he?
Yeah, he's not too bad. He's not too bad. I don't think he'll be available certainly for this weekend, but not too bad. So hopefully that's we've caught that one early enough anyway.
Everyone else okay?
Yes. I was just thinking through in my mind then, which was the delay. Yeah, I think everybody else is fine.
For the first time, been down to the new training ground, and the first time we've spoken to you here. It's absolutely stunning. How much is this place helping with the work and the quality of work that you guys can do?
When you've got a facility like this, I mean, all we really need is the building down here, and it'll be magnificent. So the sooner that we get consent with that planning, the better down here. because then we don't have to move off site. We've got everything on site then. But the pitches are first class, and we've got it just how we want it. With all new goals and fantastic surface and all the stuff down here. It just makes it appetising for a game of football when you come down here. The players come down here, and if you don't want to play football on this surface, it means you won't want to play football on anything. So we're extremely lucky that we've got a couple of big pitches down here that we've carved up into one main pitch, and the others just for doing some other work on. But yeah, it goes with the pitch that we've got at the stadium now.
And I take it the pitches are the same size, are they, in terms of the stadium and the training ground?
They certainly are.
How's the voice coping with the M5 in the background?
Yeah, you're hearing it a little bit more today, probably because when the wind blows this way, it'll obviously bring that. But that's why we keep the bottom end of the training ground for what I would call most of our work, whereas we use the pitch for a lot of our team shape and everything. So it's not too bad when you're further out there. Normally if I'm sort of in the middle there, we're just slightly further away from the M5.
And the wind blows across as well, which I guess replicates a little bit what it does at the ground.
Well, to be honest, this country anyway, you can have the best training ground in the world and in this country, but it will still be windy. You go to Liverpool or you go to Man United, it'll still be windy on their training ground. Man City, it'll still be windy. So can't do a lot about that.